Dar es Salaam, the city moves too fast.
Tanzania is like that friend who never runs out of stories. This country shares its borders with several lively nations, including Kenya and Uganda to the north, and Zambia and Malawi to the south. I mean, talk about a cultural potluck where everyone brings their unique flavors to the table. Now let's take a bite of Tanzanian cuisine, which is a delightful mix of Indian, Middle Eastern, and native African flavors. It's like a cooking show where everyone wins. Staple dishes like rice, ugali, and grilled meat showcase why family dinners in Tanzania would leave your taste buds dancing. And let's not overlook pilau, a seasoned rice dish with Persian influences. Pair it with a fresh kachumbari salad, and you've got a meal that highlights just how deliciously varied Tanzanian food culture can be. Mishkaki, the delightful Tanzanian snack that's so tasty, it should come with a warning label. Pair this succulent skewered meat with the Tanzanian classics like ugali or kachumbari, and you're in for a flavorful fiesta. It's like a culinary roller coaster for anyone daring enough to dive into Tanzanian cuisine. Hold on tight. Now, let's talk about the art of marination and grilling. Picture this. Succulent pieces of meat soaking up spices, getting cozy in their marinade, and then grilling over an open flame. It's like a summer barbecue, where the secret ingredient is love, or maybe just some really good seasoning. This traditional cooking method has fans lining up for a taste, and who could blame them? Speaking of love, nyama choma is like the culinary equivalent of a big family hug. Translating to roasted meat, it's a must-have at celebrations and gatherings. This dish brings people together, like a well-intentioned family game of charades. Everyone is involved, and nobody goes hungry. And let's not forget the spicy sauce that adds a little kick to the gathering, because who doesn't like a little spice in their life? To complement our nyama choma, we've got some sidekicks stepping onto the plate. Kachumbari, pilai, and sometimes even ugali or chips make an appearance, turning a good meal into a great one. It's like the Avengers of Tanzanian cuisine, teaming up to enhance that flavor experience. Talk about a dream team. Hold your horses, because we're about to enter the whimsical world of Zanzibar pizza, also known as pizza mogo. This isn't your average pizza delivery guy knock on the door kind of pizza. We're talking about thin, crispy crepes filled with all sorts of delicious surprises. It's the street food that sings sweet nothings to your taste buds, making every bite an adventure. Now, what's the secret to Zanzibar pizza? Prepare to be amazed. It involves unleavened dough that's stuffed with minced meat, vibrant veggies, and spices galore. It's the kind of dish that's as versatile as your family's favorite board game rules. Everyone can create their perfect slice. Whether you're into sweet or savory, Zanzibar pizza has got you covered. Next up are vitumbua, the sweet little rice flour pancakes that are like magic on your taste buds. These aromatic delights are enjoyed as snacks or desserts, and they've made a name for themselves across East Africa, especially among our Swahili-speaking friends. They're so popular, they should probably have their own fan club. But wait, how do you make these little delights? The preparation of vitumbua involves mixing rice flour with sugar, because sugar makes everything better, right? And adding some spices to boost the flavor. Then they're cooked in round molds to get that perfect crispy exterior. It's a delightful dance of flavors that'll have everyone craving seconds. Now let's roll into the Kilimanjaro pizza preparations. This isn't your typical Italian affair. No siree. We're rolling out dough that's reminiscent of chapati and then topping it with fresh veggies and spices that would make even a salad jealous. It's fusion food at its finest, people. Once topped, Kilimanjaro pizza is cooked on a hot griddle until it's golden brown and crispy. It's like a pizza that's been sunbathing on a tropical beach. And just when you think it can't get any better, serve it hot with a side of spicy sauce or chutney. That's right, folks, this pizza is dressed to impress. So, gather the family, roll up those sleeves, and dive into these Tanzanian treats. From mishkaki to Zanzibar pizza, every bite is an experience worth sharing. Because remember, good food brings families together, and maybe a few giggles too. In conclusion, Tanzanian cuisine is a flavorful journey that's perfect for family gatherings. So, whether you're feasting on nyama choma or enjoying some sweet vitumbua, Now, let's take a peek at Tanzania's geography, which is more varied than your kids' taste in snacks. It boasts Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest peak, ideal for those who think hiking is just a fancy term for sweating profusely. Plus, there's Lake Tanganyika, the continent's deepest lake, perfect for anyone looking to take the plunge, and I mean literally. And you know what's making Tanzania's ecosystem thrive? Major drainage basins like Lake Victoria and Lake Nyasa, which are like nature's own watering holes, supporting both our wild friends and farmers alike. It's the kind of place where even the fish might get a job in agriculture. Let's not forget about the Highland Plateau, which offers a terrain so diverse it could star in its own reality show. From coastal forests to savanna grasslands and highland moorland, this area has wildlife viewing opportunities that can make any family outing feel like a National Geographic episode. Just watch out for the film crew. With over 65 million inhabitants, Tanzania is bustling with more than 120 ethnic groups. Imagine the family reunion. The Sukuma are the largest ethnic group, and if they threw a party, you'd better believe you'd need a bigger cake to fit everyone. Swahili is the star of Tanzania's linguistic show, spoken by over 90% of the population. It's the glue that sticks this diverse community together, playing a vital role in education, government, and business. It's like the common remote control everyone fights over during movie night. Religion plays a big role too. About 35% of the population practices Islam, alongside various Christian denominations. And let's not forget about indigenous beliefs that manage to blend in like a good spice mix, a little bit of this, a dash of that, creating a rich cultural stew. Now, traveling back in time, the region's early history features significant migrations and the establishment of small kingdoms, which paved the way for trade with Persia and China around the 8th century CE. It's like a history class where everyone is trading snacks instead of homework. But like any good story, there's a twist. Colonial rule introduced Western education and resource exploitation, leading to local uprisings. These uprisings were often suppressed, showing just how tough the locals were against colonial powers, sort of like your kids when they want to stay up past bedtime. After gaining independence, Tanzania faced its fair share of economic challenges and political crises, including the invasion by Uganda's Idi Amin. These events were like a roller coaster ride, testing the resilience of the newly formed nation. Hold on tight, folks. Agriculture is a biggie in Tanzania's economy, accounting for about 30% of GDP. Major crops like coffee, cotton, and cashews not only keep the economy buzzing, but also provide local employment, because who doesn't love a good job that involves coffee? Last but not least, Tanzania is sitting on a treasure trove of mineral resources like gold and diamonds. However, only about 10% of the workforce is involved in this sector, making it feel like a family gathering where only the kids are allowed to play with the shiny toys. On a brighter note, the services sector is booming. It now makes up over 45% of GDP, thanks to the advancements in telecommunications and the tourism industry. This growth is like watching your family business grow from a lemonade stand to a full-blown juice empire. Well, gather around, family. Let me take you back to December 1961, a time when Tanzania decided it had enough of being the world's best-kept secret and decided to shout, "Surprise, we're independent." And just 3 years later, in January 1964, Zanzibar decided to throw its own mini-revolution party, leading to the creation of the United Republic. Nothing says united quite like a revolutionary party, right? Now, speaking of wild times, Tanzania is also famous for its breathtaking wilderness, particularly in the Serengeti National Park. This place is like the Disneyland of safaris, where you can catch a glimpse of the big five game animals: lion, leopard, elephant, buffalo, and rhinoceros, doing their best impressions of wildlife models while safari enthusiasts snap away. Just be sure to pack your binoculars and maybe a snack, because those lions can work up quite an appetite. And how does Tanzania govern this beautiful chaos? Spoiler alert, it's got a unitary presidential democratic republic. That's a mouthful, isn't it? In simpler terms, the president is like the head chef of a bustling kitchen, cooking up policies and serving them with a side of governance. It's all about leadership and